Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining myself and Delphia again.
Hi everyone.
um, we did a transmission together for the solar eclipse a couple of weeks ago. We've been working together doing some energy work between then and now. We wanted to bring that to you and also tune in to the lunar eclipse, bring through another activating transmission. So this is being posted on my channel, but you will be able to see links to Delphia's social media in the description box. So, yeah, I'm Tracy. I'm a multidimensional healer. I do a lot of ascension work, twin flame work, energy art work, and energy art classes, among other things. I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the things that have been coming through collectively in the healings as well and the paintings. Delphia, did you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, just a little bit. Hi everyone. My name is Delphia, and yeah, I work too as a multidimensional healer using light language, vibrational art. A massage therapist as well, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing this. Tracy and I have been working on several topics lately, and thrilled to bring it to you as well.
Great. So we'll just talk a little bit about some of the things that have been coming up collectively around this eclipse time. And then we will tune in. We will create the space, bring in the guides, and tune into the lunar eclipse specifically, and then bring through a channel transmission with light language. So, what we would suggest you do to be able to receive this properly is to get into a comfortable place where you can have your feet on the ground, be really relaxed, and open your heart and your minds to the sounds that are coming through. Try not to think about them too much with your logical mind. Just allow them to wash over you. If you've got resistance coming up, it could be that there are things trying to shift out that are hanging on. So just try and reassure your body that this is safe and this is part of the ascension process.
Breathe in, breathe out. It's always good. Whatever you
Yeah,
feel, just be with it. Give it a big hello from your heart and just breathe and relax through it. And be the observer of what everything you notice, whether it's thoughts or emotions, sensations running through the body, what's coming up. Just be the observer. And yeah, just listen, watch it. Well, let it wash over you.
perfect. So, the things that have been coming up between eclipses have been that I've been aware of and working with consciously is the energy of love and peace and higher wisdom, connection to um, higher guidance, higher knowing, win win situations, solving issues with peace. And as those energies come in, collectively, what we're seeing come up, and this goes with the astrology as well, where the undercurrents are starting to be revealed so that they can be cleansed and cleared, um, is that we're seeing a lot of as they come up to be seen and cleared, we're seeing entity attachments, invasive energies, parasite. People are feeling to do parasite cleanses, cleansing your houses, doing clear outs, culling, um, war. So anything that's not love, not peace, the opposite of that, because those codes are coming in as part of the ascension processes, we're shifting from the polarities of narcissism and empathy, right and wrong, male and female, moving more into, whilst those are still present, moving into a higher version where there's unity, there's peace, things are consciously being responded to rather than reacted to. So we're clearing out anything that is denser than that, that's fear based, that's reaction based, that's war based or win lose based. Um, And so the way I've been seeing this come in through my paintings, I've been seeing love energies coming in, love and peace energies coming in. And as they come down, they transform from those intangible energy into physical love, ways that we can see it, feel it, touch it, where it has an effect in our day-to-day life. And as it has an effect, that's where those old contracts and old ways of existing, old paradigms come up for clearing. So, yeah, more visibility of violence, of things that are. And so I'm seeing that coming as a spiral, and I'm seeing in my artworks dances spinning, spirals of energy coming in, activations of the pineal gland, the heart chakra, the zeal point chakra, the throat chakra, and perspective. So I'm seeing also any, like, being aware where there's not light and where there's darkness, and then switching the light on, replacing globes. So I'm talking about in the physical world as a metaphor for what's going on, where being aware where the light is not, and we're bringing the light, we're bringing the peace, the wisdom, the love. So I can see us potentially bringing those codes in and really working through those upper chakras with that, and then right down into the lower chakras with the real world, with win-lose, war, peace, duality, bringing the love into them, win-win solutions. How about you, Delphia?
Yeah, all of the above. And what I really felt was yeah, it's a lot about awareness of also how we think in equality. It's also the right wrong kind of energy, but moving from better than or lesser than, or I'm right, you're wrong, into seeing that underneath in our essence, there is equality from within unconditional love. There will always be total acceptance, total allowance, and total equality. Being everyone is um, like a ray of sunshine, a ray apart, an individual incarnation of the same source. So, whatever color, whatever country, whatever ideas you have, uh, the essence of everyone is completely equal. And it is seeing through that yes, we can have different ideas and opinions and different cultures, and that's just a beautiful multidimensional multicolored expression of that one love. And it seems really about what in the last few weeks, definitely in the eclipse time, it's really bringing up the root, um, yeah, the root issues, the root ideas around inequality and fear. And that can be different for each and every one of us, although the very core of it is basically all the same. It's our innate feeling that we are separate from love, separate from source. And we want to go out and find love out in the world where it will never be really found, because the essence of it is really deep within ourselves. And it seems like the war energy is a kind of energy that is almost triggering all these conflict ideas that basically live within ourselves. And I feel that it's very much about us starting to recognize and acknowledge that we have those conflict ideas within our own head. And the only way that we can change the world or change anything in the world is to change our conflict ideas about the world within ourselves.
Yeah. So it's tolerance, it's equality, it's bridging the gap as well. It's respecting diversity, loving diversity. So these are the more real world ways we're seeing those energies of peace and win-win come in, is by respecting other perspectives.
Yeah, and forgiveness and acceptance never means like that you're saying, oh, all the wrongdoings that someone does, oh, that's okay, let's forget about that, oh, that never happened. That's not what it is. It is actually seeing a deeper laying it, why someone can act that way. And those same thoughts, those same belief systems are in their own head. If you're in pain, of you're in somehow feel conflicted within yourself and see the other person as an enemy, you will eventually, in smaller or bigger ways, start to fight, start to argue. And yes, we can acknowledge that. And yes, if someone's doing actions that are not acceptable, not according to love, yes, of course, you can intervene. And it is coming from a place of understanding and not of judgment towards the other person.
Okay. So I feel that pulling in some light language codes to the sacral chakra and the base chakra and the heart. So let's create the space now. Are you ready to tune in? Okay, so let's feet on the ground, everybody. Breathing in and out, feeling the pineal glands activating. So leaving behind you any of your thoughts about where you currently are in your life and what's going on around you. Just be here and now. Akatata tita kakato koko koko ko tia 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 tia. Akatata koko. I'm feeling the spine activating. So as the golden energy comes in, activates the pineal gland, your connection to your higher self, your higher knowing, your higher wisdom. I'm feeling that going in through the spinal cord and the nervous system. Feeling it activating the base chakra now. So I'm being told that we're just grounding enough that we can access the higher levels that we're going to be communicating with. Akatata tita kakato koko 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 to. Akatata tita kakato toko koko koko. Akatata tita kakato koko koko is more activation through the brain stem. Akatata tita kakato koko koko. Akatata. Akatata tita kakata. Akatati tata tita kakato koko akatata akakakaka. Throat chakra activating. Akatata tita kakato toko koko. Akatata tata tita kakata. Akatata tata tito to 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 to. Atata tata tita kakakaka. The release through the cranial base, the zeal point, the palate of the mouth, and the jaw. Akatata tita kakato toko koko koko. Akatata, legs relaxing. Akatata. Okay, here come the guides. I'm seeing purple light beings. Akatata. So what we've done, we've grounded and we've elevated high enough to meet the guides halfway. Your clairaudient centers opening. A diaphragm releasing, throat activating. I'm hearing that we're going to be really clearing lower vibrational entities, contracts. Been working a lot with the ascended violet flame, which has silver and gold flames within it. And we're going to be working with that. These are why we're also seeing the purple beings. There we go. All right. So now we're grounding and we're in the space ready to do the transmission. Do you have anything, Delphia?
Nope.
Okay. Atia ko atia kata o ko ko ko. Atia a ko ko ko. Akatia ko 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 ko. Atia ko 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 ko. There's some reprogramming or some unprogramming, deprogramming. It's like defragging your hard drive. So we're defragging the occipital lobe. Akatatata. I feel like this is related to ancestral past, the ancestry history, releasing the old paradigms, the old ways of resolving conflict, such as invasion. So invasion feels like a very, very big theme around this eclipse. And when you can clear invasion and control, you can come into sovereignty and empowerment. And as that connection to the ancestral past at the occipital lobe is released through the mouth and the jaw, what is said, what is consumed, what's taken in, what comes out. And this is clearing through the thymus area here. So thymus itself is our immune system, especially when we're children, we're learning the ways of the world. It's also the location of the mid-dantian, which is where we hold our desire to fulfill our life's purpose, which is connected to our soul and our higher knowing what we're here for. So you might be feeling tension through your jaw. Just allow the codes to move into the jaw. And I'm feeling that through the back of the thymus area as well, at the back of the spine. Should be a release coming through this area. Heart chakra now.
Take a deep breath, everyone. Deep breath in and out and relax.
There's some very deep tension moving out from the real core of our being. Very deep, ancient clearing. It's moving out. It might feel like your muscles want to tense. You know, even I've channeled that through and there's resistance to accessing that. So just allow your muscles to relax. Delphia says breathe. I think Delphia's got something coming through.
Inas urat ay isht anaturat ay ashtu urathani ashtayaruk tayerach tina aturuk tayenach tina at urak teena. Yehena tamay achuk turuk tayena akturuk tayam to urak tayam to urak tayam to urak tayam. It's the remembering of the core essence of your being, releasing previous programmings that were installed to remind you of your inherent nature. Regressing now, expanding. Okay, so yeah, we're really going back really, really, really far. Although it's not far, it's far deep. Inas urat anyat urat ayena 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 ayena. So this is encouraging your body to just relax and let go. Ena sanantus uktai ena ata anus uratai stayena tanatus uratai. There is an inherent like fear base within the mind body spirit complex, your whole system, that is now being addressed. I can feel the pineal behind the eyes as well, as if it's really contracting. So you might feel that actually getting worse. Enas urat aish tayena sunutas arutayesh tayera sanantus urach tayena sanantus urach nat aum ta aum. Ishalut urat ayesh tayena sanamtus ketarut irach tayentus iratayam. Gehera sanamtus urach tayim shalanus urach tayim tayim. So I see all kinds of like spirals. But like universes, and it feels like, okay, this goes really, really back to the origin of creation. Inas urat ai eshtayena asurat an urat an irat 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 irat. So what we're being asked is just a little willingness to literally change our mind about reality, about who you are. A little willingness to see things in a different way, to create a little more space to let our hearts talk more, to see with vision, with inner vision, with your heart, with Christ's vision, and just allowing. We don't have to know how, we don't have to know when. We just asked a little willingness. Lots of release. A lot of release of tension and fear. Ina surat ai ishtayena sanamtus urat nai ishtayena sanamtus surat nat ishtayira tanam. A lot of anxiety of, oh, is it all going to be fine? Is it going to be okay? What's going to happen? There's a lot of release around that. Just breathe.
I feel so much peace coming in down my midline and permeating into all my cells.
Duratadni tayenat arut ayesh tayena sanus urat ayesh tayera ta anum. Te era tayesh tayena ta urat taye charuk taak te enat itam urk te enat urak ena sak te urak te esh tayena ta aye. Yamai ishtamaya, yamai ishtamaya, yamai ishtamaya, yamai ishtamaya. Feel the lungs there, a release of grief, sadness. Te urath inata amaya te urath eda. Me saman te urak te enas urat nat erath nat am. all levels of panic and fear releasing from the system. Bringing in really high frequency crystalline energies, really calm, really crystal clear. Anything, Tracy? Well,
Yeah, I'm really feeling those peaceful energies coming in. I started this with a terrible headache, which I felt was in preparation for what we're bringing through. My body starting to release things, and that's releasing that, and I can feel it also going into the um, reproductive system and the hormones and balancing those out. It feels related to fight or flight and survival. So really in those lower chakras, um, when you're clearing the panic, I was feeling people running for their lives and that being soothed. And, that's the fight or flight, the sympathetic nervous system, and a reset of that back into parasympathetic, and into more trust of each other. Because our neuronal systems, our neuronal pathways are programmed to protect us, and to learn from all those ancestral patternings where we were in danger. So that's what I'm feeling coming through. Also, just want to say that when you're doing the soundings, just for everybody out there watching on replay, um, the we couldn't hear it at all, but just want to reassure everyone that you're still receiving the sounding. It's very high pitched, too high pitched for the microphones to pick up. But you will have still been receiving that. Hopefully the camera was on you and not on me at that time. Well, you won't know till we watch it replay. Okay, so akatati takaka tokoko, feeling here. Akatatati takaka, akatati takaka. So what I'm feeling happening now is just enabling anyone that was a bit confused there. And that confusion energy is what we're clearing as well. You even had someone from your house come in the door confused by your sounding, right? So that introduced the confusion energy as well. So I feel that confusion energy within the group and within the collective, just clearing out. We're defragmenting. Delphia brought what was coming up for her this morning for clearing, as we had committed to doing this transmission, was scattered mind, unfocused. So that's what's clearing now. We're just bringing it, or we're defragging, we're bringing it all into the here and now, into the present moment. Akatata tita kakato toko koko akakata. Akatata tita kakakato koko. Akatata tita kakakaka. Feeling this really deep in the chest, in the spine, in the depth of the gut. Akatata tata 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 koko koko. Akatata tata tata. We're strengthening connection to your own source, your own soul, your own wisdom, your higher wisdom, your knowing. Bringing that into the here and now, into being, using that in the real world, in your day-to-day, in everything you connect with, and being consciously aware in your day-to-day life, being embodied. Atatatatita kakata tita kakaka. Akatatita tatita kakaka tutokoko. Akatatatatatatatata. Feeling that through the soles of the feet chakras. Atatatatatatakakakakakakaka. Atatatatatatatitakakakatokokoko. Akatatatatatatakakakaka. And there's a release there as we can ground into the earth grids that are, as the earth ascends, we ascend with it. So we're connecting into those more ascended earth grids that are available now. The win-win situations, the peaceful resolutions. And a huge activation of the pineal gland with that. Akatatatatakatatokoko. Akatatatatakatakatokoko. Akatatatatakatakakakakakakokokokokokoko. Akatatatatakatakakaka. And a relaxing of the nervous system and the immune system as it comes into a new level of safety. So I'm hearing frayed nerves. So the frayed nerves are being repaired and soothed. And I'm feeling that moving right through the base chakra. Throat chakra. Crown activated. You got something coming through?
Nat urat ai isht, nat urat ai isht, and that urat ai isht, tanat urat ai isht, tanat urat ai isht, anat urat ai. As we were doing that earlier with what you did, brought in, I could feel this whole sense of actually power, confidence, but calm, confident power, just grounding in. Enas urat ai isht, anat urat ai ena, mahat urat ai ishta, nihit na amt urat ai ishta yena. Sihim te urat ai isht, tanam am arat e isht, ayanus urat am herat 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 am. So this is about everyone having their own place in the world. This is your place. You're here. You're safe. You can own your own space, your own place in the world. Inas urat ai ishtayena sanamtus urat nam ta'aruhtayim, ta'aruhtayim, ta'aruhtayim. It's like it's your birthright. It's not something to be discussed or where that someone can go over into discussion with you, whether you have a place or not. Others not determining what is your place. So it's very much about sovereignty, about owning your own self, owning your own power. Enas anat urat ai ishtak, enas urat nam te urat nam te aruk nam te aruk nam te aruk nam. But it's the same at the same time acknowledging the other person having their own space as well. They have the right to their space as well. So we're equal. It's like, oh yeah, that's beautiful what I see. It's like we're literally sitting in the same space and joining the same space, but as an individual. Inas arak neeshta ianat urat nam ta aruk nam ta aruk nam ta aruk nam. Because we're grounded in the whole, in source itself, there is no need for competition or fighting or striving or whatever, because you know you have your individual connection to source. So why would you compete? Why would you fight? Why would you judge or whatever? It just totally doesn't make any sense from that space. En as tanut urat ai ishtayena at surat an anam han at urat e ishtayana turas nin ta aruk tayena asuk ta uruk tayena yehim ta aruk tayed aruk tayena shtayet anat urat ai am tu us unat urat nai mi hin tu uras am tu uras nam tu uras nam tu uras nam tu uras nam saham tu urak ta e ishtayena tu urat taye ishtayena tu urak ne ishtayena tu urak ne ishtayena tu urak ne enan suturak tam ta aruk tayem ishtayenas urat a ishtaye. Peace is a part of your own being. Peace is not something that is on the other end of war. It's actually the other way around. We have peace, but the conflicting ideas, the striving ideas, the judging ideas is what the feeling that we are separate from the other person is what creating war, whether it's physical war, literally war, or the war in your own head. Nat urat ay ish tayena suurat. Te urat tayesh tayena te urat tayim te urach tayim te urach tayim te urach tayim. Go ahead.
Yeah. There's a really big clearing through the gut and the esophagus and the mouth. So it's what we take in, and what we integrate into our bodies, into our physical vessels, into our lives, into our day-to-day lives, into our perceptions of our life, and therefore what we create. So there's an enlightenment coming in that opens our mind to the vastness of what we can create when we're conscious of what we connect to and what we take in. What news we take in and how we perceive it. What we take in from things occurring in our environment and how we respond to them. Akatata tita kakata tokokoko. Akatata tita kakata kakata kakaka. Akatata tita kakaka tokoko. Akatata tita kakata kaka. Akatatita kakato tokoko. Akatatita kakaka. Akatatita kakaka. So I'm getting about boundaries. And when we create our boundaries from our own field of light, so when we're connecting to our soul, our high knowing, into that peace within us that Delphia was explaining, when we're accessing that and we're embodying that and expanding that out into the world, we are creating our field, our boundaries. And that is impermeable by outside forces. Akatatata titakakatatata. Akatatata titakakatotokokoko. Akatatata titakakakatotokokoko. Akatatata titakakakakokoko. But the action to take there is to be consciously aware in every moment of what you're taking in and what you're connecting to, how you're responding to it, and then consciously choosing to connect to the peace within you and expand it beyond you. So I'm feeling that now in the lower Tantien. So this is the Hara point. This is where we create in the world. It's the energy that has force in the world coming from our higher will. Clearing through the throat. Clearing the lower back as well, which is how we support ourselves. Clearing almost like a shield coming off the frontal lobe, like the looking forward, what we see ahead of us. Because what we see ahead of us is essentially what we create. And then just a real grounding and embodiment of our higher selves.
And very much the awareness of choice, that it is our choice. It's never someone else's fault. What we're taking in, it's always you can choose what to take in what way you want to respond to it.
I feel that crystalline energy that you were referencing, you're bringing in, I can feel that really clearing through the left side, the feminine side, the suppressed feminine side. The feminine side is the more intuitive, flowing side, rather than the action-oriented side. It's the creative flow. Feeling the suppression of that, releasing, clearing. And with that, a shift from a collective narcissism dominance in the hierarchies and the structures to more of a fluid, flowing, creative, open-minded, visionary world. A changing of values.
Nat urak in and sut urat I ishk tanat urat I ishk tan to urak in imst ayat urat I ishk tam paarik in im stayat uruk sim im am to urat I ishk tanat urat anim chit I ak te enak tu uskutam te aum lishk tanat urat I ishk tam te urg te aum te im te aum te aum te aum te aum. In asanam te urg taim shalom ta'i inshallah inshallah inshallah.
Yata ka. Feel a releasing of the jaw and a coming back down to earth now. Does that feel like it's coming to a completion for you? Yep. So where the jaw still feels tight, but I think it's in a process of releasing. But I'm feeling, we're all balanced and grounded, and now just coming back down. really gently and softly, like we're floating on cotton wool, just calming down really peacefully, like leaves kind of floating down. Yeah. And then I just had a vision of when you blow on the dandelion pods and you send your wishes into the world and they germinate in the ground. It feels like we have our new visions from a higher perspective of what's possible, and we're just drifting back down to the earth where we will germinate. There we go. Feet on the ground. Yeah, there's so much more peace in the system, very peaceful, and peace and love and harmony. We're
Yeah,
bringing
and
with.
I really felt, yeah, that there will always be differences in frequencies, lower energies, higher energies. That's part of the duality reality here. And it is by anchoring and like now what we're doing, um, yeah, being anchored in that different frequency. You can see all the like the white. It's very delicate, but it's at the same time it's very powerful, and I can feel it as like these waves just while we're walking. It's just like going in front of us, and it's like it's almost like it's clearing the path around us, almost like yeah, when you have a long gown and it's just waving all these, yeah. So it's okay. They all frequencies, all levels of frequencies are allowed to be here, and it's being aware. You have the choice. What do you focus on? You don't have to go fight. It's just focusing on what reality is it you want to create, and have your focus in that. Doesn't mean ignoring what's going on, but it's really deciding, okay, what do I want to focus on? Where do I want to live? How do I want to express my love, my connection, my beingness in this world? What do I want to express and create?
Beautiful. Yes, and be conscious of what you connect to, align that to what you want to create. Okay, right. I think that has come to a completion. So, thank you everybody for sharing this collective energy with us and receiving the codes. Um, there is some self-care required because there were a lot of codes coming in which you need to integrate. So you need to drink a lot of water, listen to your bodies, take note of what's coming up around you and how you respond to that. Respond to it with love, knowing that it's coming up if to as for you to see to shift out, especially if it is like the opposite of the antidotes we brought in. So if that makes sense, I don't know if you want to explain that or add to that.
Yeah, no, it's when it's coming up, seeing that it's energies that are being cleared out of your system. That might be anger, sadness, or fear that was in your cells, in your system. And by you can see it as the energies, the light codes coming in as a big cleanse. Um, so other energies might move out of your field in the coming hours, days, and you might notice that emotions that you haven't felt or didn't even know you had might come to the surface. And it's being aware of, you don't have to, it's about just letting them express or move through in a way. You don't have to go do a healing on them or dive deep into them where they're coming from. Just be aware of them and allow it to move out of your field.
Yeah, and respond with love, not with squashing it down. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm also just reminded to let people know that as we've moved up another level of ascension through this, powerful lunar eclipse gateway, um, you may notice also more of your gifts coming in. You might get more visions. You might feel more creative. Do follow that guidance as well. Don't suppress that either. So if you're starting to hear things or see things or get inspiration to do something, follow it through. Yeah, trust it. And the more you trust it, the more it will expand and come through for you. Okay.
Okay, beautiful.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Delphia, very much. Lovely to work with you again.
Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, everyone. And yeah, see you all next time.
Yeah.
Bye.